life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah, I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never try. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hip.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready, black 25. I got you. Check, cross.
The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Ready, black 25 behind. Get your swerve on. Green, triple T. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Off. You know why this team shot.
Now on 2nd and 16. Winston. Now he's got the hook up to Moore. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
You don't see me in your nightmares. Wait. See me in your nightmares. Wait. Good call. Watch the whip. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Winston. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Spiller. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready, blue ready. 45. Wait. Come on, boy. You better be ready. 5-0. Here we go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Winston looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
This is Spiller, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They run with Spiller. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. From the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Equanimous St. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Easy. 4 down. Hey, check Mike 45 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by his former FSU teammate Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Young, he's going to loft one. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Equanimous St. Brown. His second touchdown of the game, his third of the year. As the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Here's Spiller. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 30, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 77 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Young. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Young working out of the gun. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Check 49, check 49. Check 25, check 25.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Left, watch left. I want that. Hey, 5 on the 50. Give me that. 5 on the 50.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 43. Hey, defense.
Now Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 31 yards there and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the 1st half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play.
Check 37.
It's Young off play action. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the 1st battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. It was Sheldrick Redwine with good coverage that time as he was there to knock it away. Young with it, 3rd and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point is supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Ready? Ready? Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Green, 17. 45. Easy. Flip it. Tackles. 40. Zoom. Pick me up. Here we go. White. Check white 45. Here we go.
Winston now to throw on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
To throw on second and 10. Winston, he's going to rifle one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Now they try the right side here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
The first down throw for Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. On second down, Johnson. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
3 down. Come on. Sunday. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Check Mike 45. Hey, watch the slant. Trump.
Third and long for Winston. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. His 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and through, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Let's pick it up.
Out of the gun, it's Young.
Let's get off the field.
Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jameis to throw it. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break all square. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Young looks to throw on first down. Open man is Howard, the tight end. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
From the red zone now, Young. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
It'll be Young again. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one?
I put a star. I put a star. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Throwing, Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Young will set to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people would think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now Winston. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Jameis now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Check tight. Easy. Motion to the backfield. Check. Green, Timothy. Check. 45 to Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense.
Winston. And he's got his target. That's more. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 33 and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Wait.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready. Flag. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Again, they run it with Spiller. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And his kick is good. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Then the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left.
And this is caught inside the 5. It's a gain of 35. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Jameis now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Winston now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
45, Mike, 45. Let's go.
Here's Winston. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
3 down. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. We got nothing in there.
On 2nd down, Winston again. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 54. Go.
From the gun, Winston. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Winston on 4th down.
Let's go, defense. Get out the field, defense.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now here's Young. He's going to look deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. 10.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to find Equinemius St. Brown, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To the air once more, Young. Stepping up, he'll touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He's going to look deep for more. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for the Panthers. And even 50 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. First down, Winston. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a second down.
Second and 4.
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston, and this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Young from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's taken to the 26. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 3-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel down for.
And got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And Young's going to throw it here. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Young now, throwing again. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, it's Young. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey,